Yo, what's going on here, guys? This is PBP here, Hot 16's podcast. We're back for another installment here. And guys, it's been great. We're hoping you're enjoying the video content here on YouTube. We're tapped in with our guy Cyanide behind the camera, running everything, doing everything right for us, making us all look pretty too, because I got to shut up when I'm not doing this so he can make me money. So yeah, shout out to the Cyanide behind the camera. Shout out Cyanide. But guys, today we got another music guest out here today on the show. You know, it's Hot 16s. You better have them Hot 16s. But we got a guy residing from, I'm going to say, was it San Bernardino?
Yes, sir. San Bernardino.
So San Bernardino. He's from San Bernardino, California. And I met him at Season Fest back in November when I did a show and we had opened up. Did you play or was it Alpha Rome? Rome.
Yeah.
And I had met Rome. You came up to me. I did my set. Rome went after me. And I met him at Season Fest. And then from there, they're like, we're messing with you. We want to keep the contact. I got him out to my festival that we just had recently. They tore the roof off this motherfucker. Check that recap video, too. It's in our description. It's in our playlist here on the YouTube channel. So make sure you go and check that recap out. It was a great night. We had Afro in the building. If you missed it, that's on you. We got another great one coming up this summer, June 24th. It's going to be another big one, and we're getting some more major headliners out there. So make sure you get your tickets because that one's going to sell out quicker than the first one. But I got to cut my bullshit. I want to introduce my guest today. He's coming all the way from San Bernardino to do this today with us, and we're very thankful to have him out here today on the show. So without further ado, I want to welcome CamWORLDTOUR to the show.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Yo, what's up, my G? Oh, dude.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be out here, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
fire day.
Well, it's nice out, too, right now. It's really nice in Orange County. So, I mean, we're getting good weather. I woke up this morning, and when I went to get my guy, I got this warm breeze that just came across my face. And, you know, I've lived down here in the summer.
Pause, dog.
What?
Nothing.
I got
this warm breeze that came across my face.
Yeah, like straight up, bro. But the thing is it's been pretty shitty. It's been the snow and weather we've been having in California. And I just spring's right around the corner. I just do just that. And it just told me today it was like almost like airbender was on my side, bro. And I just got this waft of good energy. Like today's going to be a good day. Interview everyone and we're gonna have fun. So yeah, man, thank you for coming out, man. Dude, so a little bit about you though, CamWORLDTOUR. What do you do, man? You're a musician, you're a hip hop artist.
Yes, sir.
What's your critique? What's your craft? Let the audience know.
I would consider myself more of like a pop rapper in a sense, like
you kind of got a little singing in there, a little.
Right, I definitely utilize melodic. The auto tune, utilize the melodies.
Yeah,
appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Appreciate you.
I mean, the Fendi Shades, though, that's a banger track there.
Thank you.
I like that. I like pretty much, you guys, it's like two different worlds. You and Rome on that track. Like, you let Rome just come in and just hit.
That motherfucker's a killer.
I had him out on last season, too, and, you know, we got to, after the show I did with him, that's an audio only, unfortunately. Maybe days we'll get Rome video. But, man, me and him, because, you know, we didn't really get to do too much talking after Season Fest. So it was cool because we got to pick up where we left off.
Right.
And he was like, what was that one song you had? It was a Battle State of Mind. And I was like, yeah, that was that Battle State of Mind. He's like, oh, that's fun for you. And I was like, I just got to find the right place to do it, you know, because these right here, these are my studio mics I make all my music on.
Fuck yeah.
So this one right here.
Fuck with the blue.
Yeah, this is my original right here. So everything you hear from me that I have, minus my YouTube ciphers, I just do in my closet. So it's just like I got all these tracks, and you know we got to get to talking and all that. So we're just going bar for bar.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, God damn. Oh, and so that's why when I was putting the show together, you guys were just showing that love. It was just right, you know. So
bro, you went up first, dog. Like. You know, that's the hardest thing to do at a show.
Well, for me, I like going first.
Yeah?
Why? Because I'm an attention seeker.
Right,
and for me, I want to try to set the standard, and I'm not afraid to do shit. And you know what, for me, I accept as an artist right now, I don't have any music on. Like, I do hip-hop, right? I got 2 ciphers.
You're doing great for having no music on platforms.
Yeah, so for me, I've learned, though, you don't rush it.
Right, yeah.
Because, for instance, say you have like the Migos or like a mainstream artist and they make an album with 30 tracks on it. How pushed was that? You know, like I want to make a piece of art that you're going to be like, yeah, like 90% of those tracks on there I can actually like bear and like listen to.
Right, you're not putting shit out for the numbers.
Well, no, like the numbers is like,
It'll come with the good music.
It'll come with
Yeah.
good music. And there's so many more ways to make money in this industry
Oh yeah.
than being the face of everything. Like, not only do we have the podcast here, I mean, we have our shows.
Right.
We have
right.
everything going on. Like, and like, may I ask you too, like, how long have you been in the industry? How long have you been making music?
I've been releasing stuff since like the end of 2020. So like not super long, but like I've been making music like my whole life. I probably
You play any horn instruments or anything?
No, I do not play any horn instruments.
Any kind of instrument aside from
Oh
being a
yeah,
vocalist?
yeah. I've been taking piano lessons since I was like 5.
That helps a lot, I know, definitely. Being melodic and knowing your keys.
Right. Like if I never practice, so I'm not like good or anything. But if you were to give me sheet music, give me like an
Couple
hour.
weeks. Hour.
Yeah, no, I'm straight, dog. Like I
Yeah.
can read music really well. I was in like all the bands and stuff, and I was even in like college, like jazz combos and stuff like that. Like I played like drum set, anything you hit, like all the mallet instruments, timpani, xylophone, marimba.
You could get down on
vibraphone.
some xylophone.
I can.
I'm definitely a coop to the xylophone
up.
because we had a cat. Shout out Chucky. I hope you're doing well, buddy, wherever you're at in life.
out
But we had he was a drummer though.
Okay.
So pretty much he saw that our school had a xylophone.
Yeah.
I mean, he would just be doing his thing, and he was the kind of musician where how if you read sheet music,
Yeah.
different pulls, different notes and octaves, he was the type to where he could throw something in with the sheet music.
Right.
He just had that extra touch and that extra space to where he could get a couple up in with the whatever he was doing, and that's why I actually fell in love with the xylophone. Was that kid? He used to. You want to talk about having swag and being smooth? That's probably one of the first people I ever seen in the music. Just anything, just be smooth with it.
I feel you.
And that just inspired me because I was a saxophone player.
Right,
so I was in a jazz band growing up. So that's where I got my.
Hell yeah, there we go.
That's where I got my love for music. I actually just got my saxophone sent back down because I'm now doing hip hop, and like I've told people, yeah, I know how to read sheet music. I know how to play this. And they're like, let's fucking record you over something on a beat, or actually get you in a band and doing something. Because like there's a genre I learned about called go-go music.
Okay.
And it's a genre out in DC from one of our artists, Kenilworth, Katrina, shout out KK. She got me on with all that and just like horn instruments.
Okay.
Like, but it's still like R&B type pop. I feel like it'd be
Right.
something you would really be into.
You're gonna have to send me some shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. It's 2023, right? We can feel.
If y'all didn't hear Cyanide, you said she got you feeling horny.
Yeah. He's like, shee, watch out. Hey,
Shout out KK.
Yeah, sure. Okay. It was Kenilworth Katrina, man. She's dope, man. She's a dope artist out of DC, man. She's out in the Bay Area.
Katrina, no hurricane.
Oh, yeah, no hurricane though. But she definitely bring a hurricane on the mic. I'll tell you
There
that.
we go.
And she
There
good
we
though.
go.
No, she good. She good.
Hell yeah.
She's good. And she was one of my first East Coast guests that I had. So she resides in the Bay Area, but she is.
Turn up.
So have you ever done any work with anybody from the East Coast? Have you branched out? Like, what's the farthest you've collabed, or are you starting
like Dallas?
Dallas?
Yeah. Shout out my boy Archie Lee 214. He just dropped the tape. I'm on his tape. That's just going crazy. All my boys from like the Dallas Fort Worth area.
So do you have a good little kind of your names out there where you getting a little fan base?
I mean, hopefully his fans like my stuff. Like he's doing pretty well for himself. I'm not gonna lie. Like he comes out here and does like a bunch of the open mics. Shout out Something Dope. Shout out Payday LA, which is actually where I met him. Me and Rome did a set over in Los Globos.
You guys are moving.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta have a partner.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like me and Rome, I find that we're definitely like our own artists, but like when we come together, it's just different because we're so different. You know what I mean? Like, in fact, how I actually got into like making and putting out music is it was my first year of college. My boy Love Chuck, shout out Love Chuck. He was actually here performing with me.
That was Chuck.
That's my guy.
Chuck
That's
was
my fucking
lit.
guy. Oh, he's
Homie
fire.
was lit.
For real.
Yeah, I fuck with Chuck. A little closer.
But he's like, bro, can you produce this joke mixtape for me? I was like, dude, I don't know how to produce, but I'll learn.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I ended up getting on the tape too, and that shit's taken down for sure because we're both like naked on it. But like, We're not like fully naked.
I mean, you're covering. I saw that photo.
Yeah, that's the photo.
I saw that shit. I was like, what are y'all doing out in the desert? What are you fucking doing, like peyote and shit or something?
Dude.
Like, what the fuck were you guys doing
No,
out
but
there?
that was the moment for me, because when we dropped that shit, like, don't get it twisted. The tape is trash. It's a joke tape, but you know what I mean. But like, everyone hit me up from all walks of my life, and they're like, "Are you sure you want to do this? You know, you're putting yourself out there. You know, teachers are gonna see this. Potential employers are gonna see this." And I'm like, "Bro, it's not like you can see my cock on the cover."
Yeah.
Like, I'm covering that shit. No, like, I did swim like my whole life, right?
Yeah.
So I'm used to wearing less clothes. You know what I mean?
You feel
like,
comfortable with your body.
well, there's that, but it's like, bro, if I can be like, if people can take pictures of me while I'm wearing a Speedo and nothing else, then what's the difference if it's just a fanny pack covering my dong? That's the exact same shit. In fact, in the picture, I'm wearing shoes.
Hey,
Like,
so you got more on than a swim meet.
that's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, it's like, wow, people really like give a shit how you move, and it's like for the worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But the thing
Crazy.
is people got to hate on you.
Right.
Because I'm gonna say this.
Well, that's how I knew they cared. You know?
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Because if they got to say something, they're thinking about you. Thanks for thinking about me. Because like even with my whole thing with the show, dude, I was the talk of my little town all last week.
Hell yeah.
They were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, he really did do that."
It was lit.
And then I post my little after show thing the next day with Fro. They're like, "Whoa, he really did it." And I even had some people that kind of put me in the dust a little bit. And like they even told me a couple days ago, they like apologized to me because in high school we would sit on couches like this, smoke hella weed, and I would always be rapping, thinking I was gonna be the next great rapper, right? Or not even rapper, have something like this: podcast, media, music, festivals. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. You're just like every other white boy out there, right? And I had 3 of my friends this previous week be like, "Dude, like we're proud of you, dude. Like we always would make fun of you, and like you proved us wrong."
Feels good, huh?
It felt fucking so great. It felt so great to know that people are actually watching this and actually fucking doing this, dude. Because like for me, you know, I've overcome a lot, and you know, I want to shout out all the people though that have doubted me, because you know what? Look where I'm at now.
Turn up.
Turn up, man. That's
Turn up.
exactly. And we got another festival coming up. It's going to be bigger and better than the last one. Don't get me wrong. I already know what I need to do better, and I already got a bunch of advice, and I got a lot of good people behind me, man. So like,
Okay, no, you got some great people behind you.
I got
Shout out
great,
Cyanide. Shout
yeah.
out
I
Cyanide.
got Cyanide. I got my homie Smith. Shout out Smith. I mean, without Smith, dude, he got me fro.
Yeah, right.
Smith is honestly like just how Cyanide is. They both were in my position, and they know what it's like to get into something like this. And you know, shout out to both of those guys, because honestly, like they really have opened up a lot of doors and have taught me a lot with the tech and everything. Like you can't do this by yourself. And honestly, I personally was getting to a point where I kind of needed to start to ask for some help.
Right.
You know, you're going to get to that point.
Can't be too proud either.
Well, be proud of what you're doing, but at a
Right.
certain point, you cannot do everything by yourself. Like,
Exactly.
all I can do, I'm really good at organizing. I can make this shit happen.
You're a leader.
Yeah, exactly. I am the leader of this, but then at the end of the day, it's like, well, I need footwork.
Right.
I need a team. I need a little street team where I'm going to need the guy where I don't have the time to set this up.
And each gear is very important.
Exactly. And like, he's got this all set up for us and all, he's dialing us in, it's just
Right.
plug and play, but those are the kind of people you need. So yeah, shout out to Cyanide and shout out to Smith for that. Give love when it's due. Is there anybody that like you kind of like do you have like a little crew or anybody
Yes,
that helps
bro.
your life? Like
Shout out my man Adam Zane. He's my manager actually.
he came through.
Yes.
Yes. And he's been following me and I support his followership too. Shout out Zane.
That's my guy, bro. Cause like the only reason he's doing this for me is because he truly believes. Like I've known that guy since I was like 3 years old. Like we're like this.
Like,
know what
he
I
is
mean?
your bro.
Like, that's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my
So
brother.
you went to school together, like your
Oh
family
yeah,
knows
we went
each
to
other.
preschool together. I spent like every day with that dude. I was with that guy like last night.
Childhood friend.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. And it's like, if you don't, he understands who I am and like what I can achieve. And I understand for like a lot of people, like I've been hated on a lot, but I've been a hater. We've all been a hater.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
it's in our blood. It's human nature.
It's exactly. And so everyone out there, when you see someone who's doing well that you didn't think that was doing well or was going to do well, it's okay to reach out and be like, hey, bro, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like you were saying, like, that shit feels good.
It
And
does.
I'm sure it elevated you to hear that those people are now on your side.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And they used to like want me to fail,
Right.
and not do well, and thought I was never going to amend to anything.
Right.
And that's the greatest thing about this industry. Like, because like not only do you like show people what you're made of, you actually find things that you're capable of that you never knew you could.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, like when I first got asked to host here at Exhibit, it was off the fly, bro. It was off rip. The guy's like, hey, I kind of need a new host to do this. I just showed up to the event, happened to be there. You know?
Right.
Like, can you imagine if I decided to not go out that night, not like stay true to my craft and my hustle and go out to network that night, just hand out, even if I hand out 5 business cards, I networked.
Right. Or like, for example, for me at Season Fest, honestly, I didn't know if I was going to go. I was like, dang, I'm not even performing, but I got to show out for my boy real quick.
Yeah, and that's why
I met
you.
you.
Yeah, and then you met
I was
me.
like, dog, you got to show
Now
love
we're
where
here-
love is due.
Now
Like,
we're here doing a podcast.
that's what I'm saying.
Here at Exhibit, we're doing our thing. We got all
Shout
this
out to
beautiful
Exhibit.
art too. Like, let's
It's
just
fire.
we're gonna have Naomi on here pretty soon. That's her piece in the background. She's gonna love that. We actually used when we did your interview for after the show. It was just an off-rip set right there, but that was an amazing creative process. So you got to see our creative genius right there. I mean, that's how I've operated a lot of this.
Right.
Like even like this right here, we have the mic. Another one off to the set here. This is for our later, bigger guested shows.
Yeah.
Dude, we just kind of put this together, you know. It was just all, hey, well, this might work. Okay, I have this. Okay, I have this, you know. Just like making it happen. Like with music and just anything in general, what kind of creative are you? Are you just make it go quick, process, write it out? Like what kind of creative are you?
I'm gonna let this out there right now. I'm a very disorganized person.
Yeah.
But I find myself to have a lot of luck, whether I ask for it or not. Yeah. And yeah, you chilling, brother. And
a little crotch
shit.
bite up right there. I was just okay. I'm sorry, y'all, but I just had to readjust.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
it makes,
Some OnlyFans content.
hey, only toes. Subscribe for 99 cents.
But yeah, I don't know. Like for me, like I have to follow everything organically. Otherwise
Yeah.
it doesn't work for me. Like I'm so bad with scheduling. I'm so bad with planning. But shit works out, and like I'm doing my best to be more organized because the more you build structure, like the smoother things go.
Yeah.
But for me, like I'm not the type of dude to write out a song and then like, oh, I need to find or create the perfect instrumental to this. No, like for me, like if I make the beat, then I'll just make the beat real quick, and then I'll come up with a hook real quick, and then I'll come up with a verse after
You're really
that.
good at writing hooks, bro.
Thank you, brother.
No,
Appreciate
straight
it.
up. That's something I'm trying to get good at. And if you guys haven't checked out his music at all, I mean, this guy, honestly, that's an art. That's an art that I am trying to curate. The hook, well, for me, I got advice from a friend where you just put on a beat and just kind of say something, right? And his tip to me was say something, say it a few times over again, because most hooks are a little repetitive. You know, it's just it's not like a hook isn't a verse. So that's where I've gotten my inspiration. But for me, it's more I want the hook to be a melodic, catchy flow, which you captivate.
Thank
you know, so like with Fendi Shades, like what you're talking about, like
Talking about work.
yeah, talking about moving that weed and fucking something, dude. I'm
That's
like,
how me and Rome met, actually, was at the trap shop.
he told me that you guys met where you were working there, and then you both just kind of figured out like you guys made music together.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, he told me that story. I think that actually was mentioned on season 2. He had told me because I asked him how y'all met.
Bro, have you seen the Fendi Shades music video?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's on YouTube, actually. Like, we can pull it up later, but like...
No, we could do that right now. Yeah, let's do it right now. Yeah, we got you.
Fendi Shades CamWORLDTOUR. Like,
Yeah.
we filmed that one at the trap, actually.
In the trap?
In the trap.
Oh, it's legit now.
Yup.
So you're going to go YouTube, Fendi Shades,
And yeah, dude, no, it was such a good time because I think...
CamWORLDTOUR.
While he's pulling that up, like, the important thing for me about a hook is, like, yeah, repetitiveness, but...
Flow.
Variety.
Right, okay. Substance.
Right, like, I try to...
Hold
like,
on. Hey, where are we at here?
My bad.
Fendi.
No, you're good, bro. Not shout out Rihanna though. Shout out Rihanna.
Yeah,
Fenty, yeah.
Shout out Riri. Fendi Shades. Shades. Thanks, Sinai. Right there. In the trap.
In the trap.
Pull that full screen.
Shout out my boy Christian Vargas. He made this shit. Oh, wait. This is a drum cover. Shout out Presley, though.
Shout out Presley.
I'm sorry. My bad.
You're good. Who's this?
Shout out Presley. He's an 8-year-old drummer. I just had a New Year's Eve show that his father put on. And because his father was a big believer of like he saw us at Mint Fire Fest, which is put on by Domain, who also was performing at Season Fest. Shout out him. And yeah, dude, he was like
Fake version. There it is.
yeah, that's it.
I mean, this song goes hard too.
Appreciate you, bro.
So let's run this up here. Okay, so this right here, guys, this is CamWORLDTOUR and Alpha Rome. So these are both my guys right here. I fuck with both these guys.
Shout out Green Tea Studios, where we record the song. Shout out Christian Vargas. Directed, edited the video.
That's Big Dog Rome right there. I fuck with my guy. In the trap.
In the trap.
Okay. Finish shades on my face. Ask me where I got the money. Don't talk
Thank you,
about
brother.
it. I spent the money on weed. Smoking at home. Still ain't riding
I wouldn't been able to get that much weed in my arms if it wasn't at the trap.
I set the ticket for the weed.
Oh, yo, let's go.
Goody. Damn, my hand is the goody.
Ooh.
Boy, I'm a vet.
Is that at the weed shop too?
Yeah.
So that's why y'all work?
Yep. That's all of this at the weed shop except for that garage scene, which is just my garage.
Oh, y'all get okay. Oh, you got woods too?
Had to, brother. I mean, I've been trying to lay off the woods myself, though.
Dude, this visual's
Thank you.
wrong with the hat.
It was Cowboy Day.
Okay.
OBMJ.
Yo, he's feeling himself in this video right now.
No, oh man, that was so fun to film. Like it was 420 actually when we filmed it, and it just was cowboy themed. But we got dressed up. They let us film while everyone was shopping. It was great. This is in the alley right next to the shop.
Is this last year's 420?
Yeah. So it's almost a year today that we filmed that shit. The break room.
The cowboy hat is what's killing me.
Shout out my girl Tati.
I'm actually seeking to get it. So in actual speaking, I'm in the search of getting.
Uh-huh.
If you get it, get with it. My heart don't break when house I break it. Niggas get paid feeling me food.
Oh, she really pulled up for y'all. Oh, she been doing
That's
her
my
thing.
girl. That's my girl.
Nice.
She the homie for real. Oh man, last Tati, man.
Yeah.
Finish shades on my face. Ask me where I got the money.
Money, I don't talk about it. Dude, let's go. That's fire right there, dude. I didn't know there was a video. Yeah, they played it. Yeah. Yeah. This is well. This is actually when I met Rome. I went. Yeah. So we're good on that for right now. But when I met Rome, and then I found out that you two were associated, that actually was because I heard it set. Well, you know how it is. You don't really catch a lot of stuff going on. So I just looked you up. And then I scrolled down to Alpha, and then it said featured on these albums. And I saw the Fendi Shades album cover.
Hard-ass cover, huh?
Yeah. And so that's how I found you and your music.
Hell yeah.
And then I still got that song in my library. I fucking bumped that shit all the fucking time, dude. I play. I like the underground music, dude. I honestly look at music so differently now. Like, dude, it's actually from last April when I started, I mean, yeah, I listen to the shit. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I have more of a heavy opinion towards it.
Like
I can be like, oh shit, like you did this or you did that.
Yeah.
Or, oh, you know, like.
Right.
Well,
like certain things impress me more now that I'm an artist and I'm like, real shit, that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Or like, holy crap, that was so creative. How did you come up with the idea to put this there or that there kind of thing. And like
That's what people keep telling me, which I know that I need to work on, like what I'm saying with me not releasing music. They say I'm really good at placement. So I have my few tracks I do, and I show people what I'm working on. And every time, the biggest compliment I've gotten is you're really good at placement.
like arrangement.
Yeah, just like catching
Gotcha.
like a pocket or
Okay,
even
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
a hook into anything. But that comes, honestly, bro, with reading sheet music. If you know how to read sheet music, writing bars and pockets is way easier.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you can count the bars. And you're like, all right, I need to fit in an 8-bar here.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know the timing and everything like that. So like that's where I've learned a lot of critique and a lot of stuff with everything going on is I give a lot of my how do I say this? Just what I give praise to that. Because I feel like too, like even like this, right? Like just like that. You know, just it keeps you in time and it keeps you in tune. So like I always remember being the only one who really took like everything serious to a point in jazz band where I was actually learning tempo and rhythm, and where other players that weren't in beat or on the same note, it would throw me off. So like where I was like, I knew I was a little bit more ahead than people, and I understood it a little bit better. And it actually helped me too, because when I started listening to rap, so I started jazz band when I was like 10 or some shit. Shout out Mr. Kieselhorst, Mr. K. You were fucking, yeah, fuck. He was a badass teacher. I just then was really starting to listen to hip hop. So that same year, I got Madden 05. I had like Donovan McNabb on the cover, something like that. Got it for GameCube. And it had the Tech 9 song, The Beast, on it. 2005. That's when I started listening to tech. And when I first heard that, I completely switched my genres. And then I started to learn the songs. Like I started to learn them word for word. And I was like, oh shit, like this guy isn't 4/4. He's a fucking 8/4 time on a fucking, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what taught me more to pay attention to dissect the music.
right.
Do you do that with artists? Do you study artists where you can pan out a beat, listen to just lyric, listen to just beat? Like how do you write your songs?
I come up with a hook first, 1000% every single time. Then after that, I figure out if I want the hook to be 8 or 16 bars. And usually I like it to be 16 bars just so that I can keep repeating elements but change things up on like the back half of the B side of it. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
That way, like going into the verse, it's you're gearing up for a verse, you're getting ready to feel a verse, but it's still different, you know what I mean?
But you got to be able to, with your hooks, like that buildup of a hook, that fucking bar that first bar better be speed.
Right.
Like,
because that's the thing you have to catch. The whole point of a hook is hook. You know what I mean? That's what draws people in. So like you gotta
get that on a recording.
I always make sure to have a line in the hook that just sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to have no substance at all, but like
it has to have some purity.
Right. But it's like I make sure to use like specific words. That way, like it's like, oh, like that word caught your mind. Like no one's talking about Fendi shades. You know,
honestly, that's like, yeah. That's why I was like, this is fire.
Right.
I mean, you guys are being creative though. You're not talking about the same Versace headman.
Right. Or we're talking about it in a different way. It's like, hey, I do sell drugs. Don't talk about it though. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I might sell a zip to Charlie down the street.
Right.
You know? So don't question me though.
yeah.
You heard me.
At the trap, we also met my the other dude I had on my set. Shout out Leung. He actually trained me at the shop. He was my manager.
Oh,
and then I became Rome's manager.
So you know I'm from Mendocino in Humboldt County, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. So my whole thing with that industry, what's the big rip on like are there still those backdoor shops?
Bro, they're more popular than ever. More popular than ever for sure, because it's like, I mean, legal shops are definitely being more competitive in terms of pricing. Like now you can go to a legal shop and like definitely get a lot for a good price. If you know what brands to shop, you go in when there's
if you're
deals.
Like me, I know how to get a good deal. But if you're Kathy from, fucking Palos Verdes,
they're gonna put you on a $60 eighth. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
But like if you're going to like the trap shops, you can get a great half for like
$50,
if not less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just you have to know where to go, what to go, and use your fucking nose, bro.
Well, and also don't be fooled by what people say, because I mean, I used to sell a lot of weed growing up in Santa Cruz. I sold a lot of weed, and
It's real easy to convince a motherfucker.
no, I swear to God, literally, I would tell these motherfuckers, "Oh, this is some fucking purple train wreck."
Yeah.
You just make up a name,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let me get it. Is this sativa or indica? Ah, indica."
Right. That's the thing. The dude on the corner only has one strain, guys, but he's gonna tell you that it is what you want.
Yeah,
Bro, you got
exactly.
Sativa, like,
Yeah.
yeah, dog. I got some really good premium Jack right now.
Yeah,
but
some
that shit is purple as hell for some
bombs. I got
reason.
some blueberry. Right? Who smoked? Man, there you go.
Right, but it's
Blueberry.
like, use your nose. Like, your nose is gonna be the #1 indicator of potency in terms of weed.
Well, for you, man, here we go. Get a little off. We always do top fives here on the show. I
Okay,
love,
hell yeah.
So
Let's fucking do it.
Let's do some weed ones.
Ooh.
What are your top 5 strains?
Top 5 strains. So I'm an indica
Let's go all
first person.
Okay, so let's do all time. Your
All
top
time.
top 5 just favorite strains. I mean, this could be like even just your good old OG, your diesels.
In no particular order, King Mamba OG. Shout out San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Shout out SFV San Fernando.
Uh-huh.
I'm a really big glue guy, so like
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue. Like you got
Number
your
4?
GT4s. Yeah,
Yeah, sir. My dad would put that in absolutely fucking everything.
I just love how herbal it is.
Yeah, I actually did some of that in my backyard one year when I first moved down here, and that was the only strain that didn't get the powder mildew on.
Yeah,
It was weird. And I was like, why did this do so well? Like,
Right.
it was
and more on the sativa end.
what,
I
like some
probably-
Jack or something.
I really like the flavor of Jack just because it has that really like air freshener
Earthy.
kind of taste. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like that lemony type
Would
shit.
you consider yourself a connoisseur of the cannabis industry, like where you're more of a critique of like you can sit there and really dissect and analyze like
1000%, but I'm not bougie.
yeah,
You know
like
what I
you're
mean?
not like fuck. There was one time I was in Santa Cruz. This one chick, right? I'm like, I bring some swishers and some decent bud, right? I
Right,
was
she's
like,
like, I ain't smoking swishers, huh?
I only smoke exotic and Russian cream backwoods, and I'm sitting there like, what?
Fuck out of here.
Like, who cares?
fuck outta
It's
here.
free. I'm being nice. Like, it's California. It shouldn't
Right.
fucking matter to smoke a blunt, you know?
right. Like, look. I don't pick up swishers myself, but I'm not gonna like go out in here and like, bro, if you brought swishers, we're smoking swishers.
yeah, if you
know what
brought
I'm
Dutches,
saying?
we're smoking Dutches.
Right, it's not that deep. Speaking of which,
What?
it's my cover.
Is Dutches?
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
actually a honey Dutch, bro.
are you a
Like,
Dutch guy?
I am a Dutch guy.
Oh, how fast can you roll those things? Because I know with the
very,
I
but
know
like,
the Dutches though, you can get a little like you can roll those things pretty.
I like
fast.
double Dutching it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Dutch.
Like
No
well, you-
jump rope.
double Dutch, no jump rope. You just put 2 of them, and you just get like a double wide leaf, and you can make that
You
shit
ever
a whole
fuck
stogie.
with the Frontos?
Dude, I love the frontos, the
Yeah.
grab leaves, all that shit.
Yeah, I'm
only
just a
thing
backwood
is-
guy because we're just from the Bay Area, so just of course, Mac Dreezy, 3.5 in the wood.
Right.
But-
I don't know, man. I was smoking too many woods. Like,
See, the thing with woods is this was a mental thing, and this is straight up.
yeah,
This is straight up right here. Okay, so pretty much.
straight up.
No, okay, when we would smoke in school, right? You would, and growing up, we would always, oh, if you do this, it's gonna do this to you. If you do this, it's gonna do this to you. So the whole thing with the fucking backwoods was they were more potent because it was a pure tobacco leaf. So they got it stuck in our head. My one friend, well, no names, but he's like, oh, it's gonna fuck you up, and you can't inhale it, and it gets you all super lightheaded. And then I did it one time, right? I was 14, 15. And then after that, I kind of felt that way. And then it was just a mental block where I didn't really smoke a wood until I was like 18 or 19 years old.
Right.
But you get past that superstition. But
Yeah.
like the woods, though, it was, I got introduced to them in a weird way. And then my one friend, too, he didn't know you had to unroll it. And so he
We
was
split it down the middle.
he was trying to split that shit like a
I
split.
did it the first time.
We were
I
like
did
14,
backward, I'm not
15
gonna
years
lie.
old, and we had our first pack of backwoods up in Mendocino.
Why is there no smoking?
Yeah, exactly. And we're like, what the fuck's going on here? So like, but the thing was too is then from there we got on the Swisher grind because see we're listening to Andre Nicotina. And Andre Nicotine, that's all he smoked was Swishers.
The only reason I don't smoke swishers is because that takeoff line where he's like, I forgot exactly what the line is.
So
but
you specifically don't smoke it because of a takeoff bar?
Yeah.
Let me hear this.
Rest in peace, Take.
Yeah.
I mean, he essentially just said, "Oh, I don't smoke swishers. I'm a backwood type."
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Takeoff.
I was like,
you know what's
damn,
crazy
damn.
about that, too, is with Takeoff, RIP to Takeoff, he's actually my favorite Migo. On everything.
Same.
He
Love
was
Takeoff.
underrated because always, I remember, okay, Migos 2014, 2015, I catch that.
Yeah.
I was 18, 19.
When Offset was in jail and all that, he
Yeah.
was like carrying. Bro.
Yeah, and
like,
so the thing was, is I remember being in Santa Cruz, and the Migos were starting to pop.
Yeah.
White Night, that one song.
Yeah,
hit it
yeah.
with a lip, hit it with a... I remember
Yeah.
in the Bay Area, that shit was all over 106.1 KML. Shout out KML in the Bay. And like, dude, I literally remember, I was like, man, this Takeoff guy. And I did my research. I'm like, this is the nephew?
Yeah.
When I found that out, when I had found that out, I pretty much was like, wow, this guy's like, I love it. He's the nephew rapping with his uncles. You know, that's
Right.
pretty much a kid with an adult.
But this motherfucker has the like. If y'all really listen,
To
this guy
take
has
off-
the flows. I mean, I love me some Offset and Quavo.
Got the bars,
Don't get
though.
it twisted. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
like,
got real bars.
his verses might be tucked in there, but that's just like, bro, it just makes the song sound better. It's
Exactly. And
Like, that motherfucker don't.
2
miss.
weeks before he passed away, we were in San Luis Obispo and we were doing a show. We were at the Saucepot studio. Shout out Saucepot. We were out there. We were doing some music, doing shows. And I had to ask the question. My buddy Jacob brought up, he's like, man, Takeoff is super underrated. And I was like, yeah, he's my favorite Migo. So then there was that beef with like Quavo and all that kind of going on and starting to fuel. And then I straight up was like, yeah, man, like fucking Takeoff's way better than Offset. And so then we got in this fucking battle in the studio where we stopped the studio session for an hour
I was just playing songs back and forth. Huh?
trying to one-up each other with a better song. And then 2 weeks later, he gets murdered in Houston. And the scary thing about that, too, is me and my friend argued before XXXTentacion passed away.
Yeah.
Literally the night before, we were driving back from Santa Cruz from the graduation 5 years ago. We listened to every song by him. And we're like, man, this guy's really fucking good. You know, he's got a lot of wide variety. Next day, he gets murdered. And it's just kind of weird to me where it's like you don't get into somebody until something's about to happen or has happened.
Unfortunately, bro, sometimes it is like that. With
You know,
some
it's really weird like that. But hey, we
Uh,
out here, we're doing pretty good.
like, hey, I know we gotta move on, but what's it called? If y'all ain't feeling Takeoff like that, bro, y'all gotta check out Cross the Country, bro.
Yeah.
Cross the country.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's what put me on.
Yeah, I got one song, How We Coming, off
Yeah.
the Culture 3. It was like, just he's got a bar that I know they're talking about up north with the cookie packs and shit. It's just it's just a total, I just love it. It's like, go out and get out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, when then we get on the pound.
Yeah.
Never be smoking a brown. Like just, the cookie to coming around.
Yeah.
Upset and take off and shit, you know, like those guys are just fucking mama. They're ad libs. You know what I think though? For me though,
They revolutionized ad libs.
they literally
The reason I do ad libs because of those motherfuckers.
Migo dubs are the fucking some of the best. Mama, like what else? Or it's like, or is the ones like, I think my back got scoliosis because I
Yeah.
swerved the lanes.
Yup,
Like
yup.
what?
Yup. Mama told me, hey, not to sell work. 17.5, same color T-shirt, white. Like, bruh. All the killers, man. They're killers.
Dude, no, it's a shout out to Migos. I mean, obviously there are no more, but I mean, shout out Offset, shout
Hey,
out
man. They're the
Quavo,
biggest
RP.
rap group of all time, unarguably.
Our generation for sure, though. I mean,
think in terms of numbers, maybe not
Well,
influence,
no,
that might be 3K and
no,
Big Boy, but like,
well, I mean, we got Wu-Tang. Are we talking generation? Or are we talking overall all hip hop? Hip hop's 50 years old this year.
right. I think
Yeah, I mean, there's the Roots. There's a lot of like really good groups out there. I think I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the Migos in our generation were in the 2010s at least.
Unarguably.
The trap and the the whole just auto-tune mumble rap
yeah.
that they really were they were up there.
I
Like
mean-
the Gucci Mane of the like how Gucci was in 2000s.
Yeah.
With all his mixtapes. That's kind of
I
how
did like on Gucci Man in 2006.
2006,
Oh,
yeah.
damn, I did that wrong, but
a young
what's
boy.
it called? Yeah. No, but yeah, no. I mean, I'll go so far as to say I do think they're the biggest rap group of all time. Keyword on using the word biggest, right? Just because like how you can the Drake's claim to GOAT status is not necessarily his influence, his skill, or anything like that. It's how big the motherfucker was. You know what I mean? Like that man is Michael Jackson level of popularity.
Well, now he is, and I mean, dude, I remember.
What's up? No, but I mean, like, I'm talking like pure numbers. You know what I mean? Like pure numbers, like
Yeah.
NWA. Like,
See, that's a different time though. Physical copies.
but if we're talking influence, then no.
Yeah.
But in terms of like biggest, and what I mean by biggest is like more people have listened to Migos than have listened to NWA, and that just goes with hip hop growing and like the times and like the streaming services and the accessibility of music.
Well, even
but,
the social media and the impact social
Right,
media has.
right.
Like, I'm learning that. Like, dude, now, I mean, shit. Huh?
It is a hot take, but think about this. Think about this. Like you have like a third grader today is probably listening to Migos.
Yeah.
But a third grader back in the late 80s weren't listening to NWA.
Fact. But another thing, too, I could even say is my buddy made this comment, and I think it holds substance. If the kids don't know who you are, you ain't relevant.
I agree, because the thing is, I think in high school is where trends start.
And
You
no,
know what
I
I
think
mean?
that's where, I mean, it's not, it is strange. It is the high school age group. But
It is that. It's just innovation in that particular
where
age
you're
group.
going to have a lot of influence. You're going to have a lot of influence from that in particular group. Like, I know, for instance, when I was in high school, I mean, let's think back here. Okay, 2010 to 2014, we had G-Eazy was going off.
Yeah.
ASAP Mob, ASAP Rocky, Logic, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City came out, 2012.
12.
So I was a junior, sophomore in high school when that shit hit. Yeah. And I remember when I first was hearing that shit, I was like, oh, yo. Like, that was when I knew music was changing from the iPod and the iTunes generation.
Yeah.
Where you were getting away from the Soulja Boys and the Master P's and the 50 Cents.
I mean, shit, shout out Soulja. The only reason we have, like, modern music media is because of him, realistically.
Yeah, he is a pioneer.
He's the first viral rapper.
On MySpace.
On MySpace.
2007. Like, what was it? Crank That Soulja Boy and Kiss Me Through the Phone.
And the whole reason he even got there is because bro just changed the name of his song every once in a while to what was the most popular song.
Yeah.
And then people were like, oh, I'm going to click on this. And it just ended up being Crank That instead of, let's say, like, I Can Transform You by, like, Wayne and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
But, like,
Damn. That's a different time, too. You had, you had Lil Wayne. You had the Carter 3 in, like, 2008. Like, that album, for me, I always will remember because I went to a 7th and 8th grade basketball tournament in Fort Bragg, California. And the only CD that my buddy had was the Carter 3. And that was the first time. Yeah, CD. I'm still old enough to remember fucking CDs. I ain't a tape kid, but I am a CD kid. We had
8 tracks and all that. There we go.
So we had Carter 3. We had that shit loaded up, and it was an hour and a half drive north. So it was about the length of the album. It was a pretty long album. And I'll always remember Miss Officer. Listening to that as a 12-year-old for the first time going to a fucking middle school basketball tournament. And I'm just sitting there like in my brain. I'm actually in sex ed class in 7th grade at this point in my life. So like I'm like, oh.
You're getting it.
Like I'm starting to get it. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, okay. So that's what he means by when she pops it low.
Right.
Type shit. So yeah, that was, that's how I was introduced really to like Lil Wayne listening, because honestly, my dad was pretty anti, like on the whole hip hop thing because of
I feel you.
the parental advisory, but it was fucked up because, we went to a music store and I was like, yeah, I want to get this Ludacris CD. And I was like, he's like, nah, but you can get some Eminem.
What?
And then in the back of my head now today, I think about it and I'm like, so, you're
That doesn't make sense. Eminem's.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Because he was white. I'm not going to lie.
that's what I think it really was off rip. But like the thing was like You think about it, the shit he was saying was a lot worse than.
Shout out Pops though. I'm not. Gonna
No,
put
Pops
anything
is
on
no
there.
Pops is cool. I still listen to both because the thing was I would wake up early before I would go to school and I'd watch MTV Top 20 Countdown when it was still fucking MTV. Fucking motherfuckers. Anyhow, Top 20 Countdown, dude. I'd get the 50 Cent, and that's like when Eminem was like actually popping off, and you had like Stan and Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Fucking Mockingbird was on every morning.
Like just his pre 50 Cent prime kind of.
Oh,
thing.
this was like Get Rich Die Trying, going into the white and blue, the massacre, Life Massacre, whatever what was the album after Get Rich Die Trying? Damn. Sorry, 50. Guess we're not that. Yeah.
Oh, got you. Hey, but yeah, I actually have I dropped this song about a month ago. Better When I'm Wasted. It's doing pretty good. Shout out G Camo for producing that beat. But what's it called? Like, my boy Mercy just made a fire music video. Shout out Mercy. Shout out Mercy. This is dropping about like next week and a half.
So really quick, guys, on
Sneak
this
peek.
one, we're gonna have this is a sneak peek pretty much right here. So this is you just gonna give it to us all, or what are we gonna?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. So hey guys, we're getting a video premiere here live on the Hot 16's podcast. We're out here with CamWORLDTOUR. We're gonna switch over here. We've got Cyanide. He's gonna get us right, and yeah, let's get this. Let's get a little reaction.
Let me know what you think.
Oh, dude, I'm here. I just see it. Look, I got this set up.
Right.
We were watching Ridiculousness before you came, like eating Chipotle.
Man. Oh, this is a chill setup.
All right, so where's this? Where'd you shoot this?
This is at my boy Adam's apartment, actually.
Dane?
Yeah.
Better When I'm Wasted. Okay. Were you wasted?
I mean, well, towards the end of the video, like,
You told yourself I had to get wasted.
I was getting fucked up throughout the course of the video. I was very drunk.
Okay, so you look pretty gone. Okay.
Now I'm up and now I'm doing better.
Whoa.
Faking. But where's my cut and where's my payment? Oh, when I'm out and wearing Jordans, these
So
are
who
A6.
so who recorded
Can't
this?
keep up with the
My boy
basics.
Mercy,
Got me
my boy
thinking
Mercy.
that
We
you better when I'm wasted.
met him
I'm
through
doing drugs
Kimono
for
Loud open
entertainment,
mics,
girl.
actually.
This business, keep it up or get replaced with another shawty with a good brain, bitch.
Okay, I like the vibe. And I'm gonna say this too, the video quality is definitely up from Fendi Chase.
Alright, huh?
I mean, well, yeah, no, that's just you. I got this tip from one of my first guests. Show the progress.
Yeah.
Growth means more to your audience.
Yes. True. This shows you'll have better shit coming in the future, too.
Yeah.
Never find a big enough net. I'm in the stars, I'm high as redwood. Don't underestimate my chops.
I like the concept. It's like you're sitting there kind of, it's like, are you rewatching, or you're playing a game? It's like a game of life almost, right?
Essentially,
Yeah.
That was all him, too. He directed that shit. Like,
I like the color scheme. It's going well with the vibe because you're wasted. It's got the like layer over. That's fire. There we go.
Got me thinking how she like me better when I'm wasted. I'm doing drugs for entertainment, girl. This business
Okay.
can never get replaced with another shawty with a good
I like
brain.
it. Hey, hey. See, this is why I love your hooks. Look, you got me right here like this.
thank you.
Dude, fire. And is this song out or is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out on all platforms. Better
And
when
then the
I'm wasted.
video's dropping sometime in a week and a half or two.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you saw it here first.
Gosh,
Oh God, Hot 16's podcast. We got the video premiere here live right now. We checked in on the love seat and the couches. Great episode and a great individual to talk to, man. Ooh, and you got Modelo's. You know he's a sick ass fool when he's got Modelo's. Like
Always Modelo.
there's always Modelo time. Hey, what do you think of that sock check competition we did?
You won, no?
No, my boy won.
Bro, your shit was up to your knees.
I didn't enter. I can't enter my own contest.
Well, all y'all
Yeah.
football socks. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I was really fucked up right here.
In the shower,
Yeah, I'm like very sauced.
and you're in your clothes.
Had to. Better when I'm wasted, baby.
Yo, shout out Cam, dude, wow, man, really quick. That's fucking, no, that's gas right there.
Thank you, fam. Thank
I
you.
love the visual, but I honestly, that's great how that just ended. Like, you're literally in the fucking shower in your fucking clothes. Like, you're like into the part.
Oh, I had to.
That's great.
Nah, that was the only idea that I had was that shower scene. The rest of it was Mercy.
Yeah,
He's a killer.
I mean, hey, that's a pretty fire idea. So, yeah, we're wrapping around here, man. It's been a really funny conversation. Fuck, you showed me. I didn't have a fucking video with Alpha Rome. I'm still chilling, but yeah, here, let me throw sign. I just toss that over here. Just don't us, yeah. Oh, okay. Give me that one. Give me that one. All right. So we out here, doing this with everybody. Everybody's trying this. We did a product open. Revolutionizing, pretty much the way. I mean, straight up, they're literally, to me, I agree. They're transpiring the way like you consume cannabis, and this is Delta 8 too. This isn't even Delta 9, and I've been really curious about this. So this is actually really cool and great for me because I feel like I can give a better product.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
I'll try that shit myself.
I think, throw me that box with all the stuff in it. Cyanide. So yeah, pretty much what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna put this just a little bit over here, but yeah, we're just gonna. Dude, yeah. So actually, wait, back over there. Yeah. Time here. But yeah, so right here.
What's a rapper without his weed, bro? All right. Oh God.
So
Okay.
Focus.
Blink that shit, brother. Yeah, I'll blink it after. Fuck it.
So yeah, with the product. We wait for these lights to get going here. And pretty much we're going to give this a second, but shout out to E10. Me and Cam are going to enjoy some focus here. Thank you, guys.
Emphasis on enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, there we are.
It's tasty.
Turn up.
Rip the rest of that. It's these little couple of hitters. What I like about it, it's like a perfect sesh. Like it's a few chokes, and it's like a perfect sesh inside the pod. So shout out to E10. You guys fucking absolutely killed it on this product. This right here, I'm really enjoying this. We got Cam over here toking on this thing right now. And I mean, Cam, how you feel? We got right over there. We're gonna look right at that.
Feeling elated.
Ooh.
Feeling elevated too.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Just feeling focused right there. But yeah, see, look at that. Super easy. Quick sesh right there. I mean, pretty sure I got this down to the best I can do. But right there, man, that's the Elon, man. This shit's dope. I really enjoy this, but we got our product sponsor. Got to make sure we're getting some love here.
Hey, shout out Yerba Mate and Celsius, bro.
Yeah, and Mate, where's my sponsorship at? I literally grew up 40 minutes north of Sebastopol, California, man. You better hook your boy.
I went to UC Santa Barbara and everyone drank them.
Dude,
shit.
I grew up 40 minutes north of where this shit's made. I was telling him, Cyanide, before the show started, I cracked my Mate. I was like, I need a little kick in the butt. I was like, dude, I remember when these only used to be in glass bottles. When they first started, it was glass bottles and it was small batch crafted Mate, and they would go and they had little small contracts with stores up north like Sonoma, Mendocino County, Napa County, in the Bay Area.
Was it that brand or was it the Yachok brand?
No, this right here, this is the OG. They've been around since the 90s. The Yacha is a rip on Mate.
Oh, yeah?
Because Mates weren't down here. So all these other Mate companies tried to infiltrate the market but they just came right around and swept them up. This is the original canned mate.
More you know. Shout out the OG.
Yeah, and so from Sebastopol, California, the 707, right where I'm from. Say it backwards, baby. Right here, Sebastopol, California, mate. I remember it was glass bottle, bro. You'd get it in these little small coolers. Like, that was it. And now they're all over the world.
Everywhere.
Literally. And you know mate is Argentinian.
Yeah. It's
Mate root, it's like tea that you like seed.
It's usually really bitter, but like
this is got a bunch of sugar in it, but it's fire.
I think my favorite's got to be the spearmint flavor. I know that's like unpopular, but
no, it's good. I like Revelberry, but I drank so many of them. I'm just on blue Foria and Revelberry. But yeah, shout out to mate. You guys are keeping me going. That's Celsius too. I've only had one of those before, but I prefer mate. I don't know. I just fucking love it. It's good. Yeah. Thing with these, you chug one of those in like 5 minutes.
The whole line right there, brother.
What?
Oh, chugging one of those, like.
Oh, just one rip? Yeah, dude. It's called. I call it chingon juice. When you chug one in like less than 5 minutes, you literally do it, and you're like Superman, bro. I swear to God, they're putting something in it.
Clean energy too.
Yeah, but hey, is there any sponsors or any people that you want to shout out?
I'm fucking glad you asked, brother.
Before the end of the show here, yeah.
Shout out Beck Industries. That's my boy. He's making shirts. He does these hats. These shits are fire. You can find him on his Instagram. I think Beck BAEK Corp CORP on Instagram. Shout out Rude Kid Clothing. My boy Coda Hernandez. Doing this. Rude.kid clothing, I think, on Instagram. Shout out, you know what I mean? Got to put on the homies.
Definitely. And is there any other social media handles that you want to drop?
Oh yeah, today? Yeah. Y'all follow me on social media. It's gonna be _CamWorldTour _CamWorldTour.
Definitely. Awesome, man. And is there any other praises or any shout outs to any homies or just anybody you want to thank today for getting you here?
Dude, shout out Hot 16's for getting me here. Shout out my boy AJ. Shout out my boy Cyanide behind the keys.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Alpha Rome. Shout out Love Chuck. Shout out Domain. Shout out Lee Young. Shout out Angel.
All the homies.
Bro, I got it. I mean, the Inland Empire is coming up, man. I'm not going to lie.
I agree with you.
There's so much talent.
You know what's actually, I was telling this to Rome. I do most of my work with IE people, bro. Like,
shout out Champagne Aramis.
What that fool asked me at the show? He's all like, yo, PBP. Like, what's up, bro? He's like, hey, I got this bottle. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I got some champagne.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I open it? I was like, Champagne Aramis.
Right.
If you don't have a bottle of champagne in your hand, I'll kind of be upset.
Nah, I was peeping that he brought that shit up. That shit was fly.
Y'all could do y'all thing. So the thing is like, to do y'all thing. You know, we're not like a venue like fucking the Novo. You know, where we're like, hey, you dump it out.
You didn't buy that one here.
You didn't buy that one here.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, the bar's fucking popping all night, you know?
Right.
So,
I was buying drinks
shout out
myself.
to the IE, though. You guys are doing your thing. San Bernardino, Colton, Rialto, Riverside, Pomona. Is Pomona IE?
I know Ontario is. I don't know about Pomona.
That's why I know Ontario's after Pomona, right?
No, Pomona's after Ontario. Well, at least going west, Pomona's after Ontario. I think, like, yeah, Chino.
Just shout out the whole IE. Shout out everybody that was watching today. We love you, and we appreciate all the likes. Make sure you subscribe to Tell a Friend to Tell a Friend.
Yep.
I'm PvP. This is Cam World Tour. Until next time, fam. Peace.